I wanted to talk a little bit about grief. Um, I had lost my mother and my father. My father was killed 9 years ago. My mother died of a blood clot 5 years ago. And I'm 31, so that means the years when I really, really needed or felt like I needed guidance. I didn't have it. I had to figure out a lot of stuff myself. When my father had gone killed and I got that call, it was a bad, bad time then. And I remember my mommy helped me through that. Like, she really, really helped me through that tough times. And I remember thanking God for having her to go through that time with. And when she died, I remember I remember my mother, when she was visiting me 5 years ago. um she came through the airport. She was drinking, she was drinking on the flight and stuff like that. And when she reached to Atlanta, she passed out. So when I had gotten that call, like, hey, it was my mother and my sister. They was traveling to visit me together, and I got that call, like, hey, you need to come to the hospital. She had passed out. I remember it was no doubt in my mind that God was going to help me do this. I remember saying, God, I trust you. I was someone who always prayed, and I had a strong, strong faith and believe in God. And went to the went to Grady Hospital, went in that little room, and they told me, they say, we did all we can. She's gone. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. I said, let me see her. And they took me and they showed me her dead body. She looked so tired. She looked so tired. And I remember saying, God, you took the one thing I have. I remember turning away from God at that moment. Like, when I saw my mommy dead body, I instantly told myself, I'm not a Christian. I'm not serving him. He took the only thing I have. That situation took my body through a traumatic experience. I've never, and my father was killed. I grieved my father, but the death of my mother, that was a different cut. That was a different cut. That I don't wish that on my enemy. I had went on my mind a little bit after that. I had went on my mind, um, but it's been years now, and this hurts like it was yesterday. This hurts like it was yesterday. But I would what gives me encouragement is knowing that I have became the woman that they would have. In fact, I feel like I have became better than the woman they even imagined me being. And that's the thing with makes me sleep good at night. And now after all these years, I realized that God didn't take nothing from me. It had to happen, because I wouldn't have been this woman I am now if I still had my parents. Because my mother always saved me. She never let me think. She never let me go through it. She always saved me. Now I had no one to save me. After all these years, I had to figure it out. And you figure it out eventually. Eventually it gets better. Eventually you get back into routine. Eventually you get back to normal if you have children, because you have to. It ain't no if, ands, or buts, and you have to go through it. I asked, if God had asked me, LaShonda, who could I take rather than your mother? I had so much names I would have given him. I would have sacrificed a lot of people. But if you are experiencing the death of your mother or your father, my condolences. My heart goes out to you. I know how it feels. I know how it feels, and I pray that God send His angels to cover you. And I pray that God guide and protect you. And I pray that you see that you could still make it. You have to make it. It ain't no other choice. It ain't no other choice. You have to make it for them.